So, yeah, quick recap. We got there. We got to the Mournlands. That's it. Campaign done. Uh, you solved it. You just had to get here, make sure it was real. Uh, no, you activated the conch of teleportation, arriving in this what seems to be observatory of some sorts. Noticing that the rune that had been identified as the rune of making, or the location of making, vanished from the conch when you arrived here. But Ghost, you still saw that the conch did still have some magical essence and energy about it. Having a look around, here you discovered two kind of dioramas slash displays of runic symbols for each of the planes of existence, a few of which you could identify that you had already known, but others that you'd have to spend a bit of time studying and figuring out what they correlated with. And then on the other side, on the top left, runic symbols for the major cities of Khorvaire. Molokov, you discovered that the Dragon Shard fire in the middle could in some way be rearranged, lined up by correlating with the levers on either side of the building, although that was pretty much as you could get out of it. And then Ghost and Puck finding down the bottom of the observatory two spherical dragon shards. Now, the dragon shards you guys have found have been rough crystals. You know, it's crystalline, it's all geometric shapes and all that stuff. These are perfectly spherical, one representing the sun, one representing the moon, as a solar and lunar dragon shard. Ghost, you know that these can imbue quite significant boons to oneself. But in the way that it is displayed, it looks like it is very much the themes and motifs of without one there is the other, or balance and so on and so forth. And Puck, you saw a couple of maps underneath the House Cannith emblem. A map of Khorvaire, a map of Eberron, the world, pointing out and circling, or at least highlighting key cities around the world. And Jalug, looking over the bodies, you saw, these are pre-war or during the war. Sets of armor, soldiers, from kind of different factions and different sides. Like, it looks like it was a meeting of a couple of forces here. Finding a couple of, coins and gems and stuff on them, but noticing that this was a fight that happened and maybe has kind of been locked in time, as the bodies don't seem to have decomposed at all. It gives you a few flashbacks to the times as a soldier. Before long, Puck and Jalug decided to go for a bit of a scout outside, see where they were. You haven't actually seen outside yet. The stained glass windows have prevented that, as this place is deadly silent. You open the doors to see a figure running towards you. Kind of elven-looking, kind of human-looking, a Kalashtar, as... I don't know if any of you would have met them before. They're not uncommon. But definitely they fit in with the rest of society, unless they are, showing themselves off as these descendants from the Dreamlands. Runs up to you and yells out in a panic, friend or foe, whilst cutting a slit in his hand with a silvered blade, to no reaction, which would probably be also worth mentioning. It's not like, hey, I'm actually a shapeshifter. And Puck aims his crossbow behind to see this mutated beast of a bear approaching. So, let's roll initiative. As the doors are open, the mists barreled into the room, causing it to a heavy fog to fill the room. So anyone that's not emitting light, it should be working. We'll see how it goes. if you can see something you would like to target, then that will be a straight roll. If you cannot, that will obviously be at disadvantage. Or if it's in someone else's light, like so at the moment there's Molokov's and Jalug's light. Like Molokov, you are aiming in Jalug's light, that would be disadvantage. And then if you cannot see it, then you cannot see it. If that makes sense. So let's
yeah, that's cool. Just to clarify there, Reese, like obviously last session we saw, but because we didn't have this set up, we saw the bear and you sent
the bear's up here.
Can we can Puck and Jalug see the bear at this point, or is it this dude's running out of darkness and we don't know what he's running from?
I'm gonna say he's like running out of like, you know, you have like that fog and he comes out of it and then you see this hulking shadow.
Okay, so him. we can see there's something shaped. Yeah, cool.
But you definitely know that its location is like right here, kind of thing.
Yeah, cool. All good.
But to everyone else,
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't want to meta game and be like, he's going to run out, and then yeah.
It's like that, you know, that dark shadow behind someone. You can see the two green eyes poking through, and you're like, "Oh shit, something's there." And also, as the mist rushed in, you would have got like a glimpse of it, and then now the fog has kind of got a bit heavier and heavier around you. We can definitely RP the reactions to everyone else as well when it gets to their turns, but let me just finish rolling. Okay. So, Ghost.
12.
Oops. Molokov. No. Hera.
At 10.
Okay, all right. I like the look of this initiative order. Kind of makes sense based on the situation. And what is this? Someone's going before Puck?
I was going to say, Jed, what did you roll to only get an 18? Did you roll like a negative 12 or something?
Negative 12.
So my initiative bonus is +5. It's not like my other ones that are plus like 11 or 12. I rolled a 13.
So I was like, I rolled a 19. And I'm like, sick. That's +1. I was like, I'm still going to be going second.
No. My skills are like off the charts with +8s to +11s. But yeah, my initiative is just a flat +5.
Okay, so this is interesting because it's running towards you. Like this is all kind of happening at once, and you kind of need to spring into action. Jalug, you kind of get that movement first, but at the moment, this person running towards you is still outside that door. Yeah.
Jalug's been kind of on edge here because it's been...
For sure.
There's the fighting, the sign of a fight. Stuff that's going on is definitely a little bit beyond his understanding. Like he probably overheard like, oh yeah, oh cool, this is the planet, and oh yeah, if you pull this lever, and so he's like, he thinks he's like, oh okay, this is like, you know, some weird kind of map room. He probably got down and saw the actual physical map, was like, oh, I understand this.
Yeah.
And then that's why he went and he was just checking out all the armor and all the bodies and stuff. And so now this person's he was like, cool, well, let's just go outside. And this person's running up scared. He saw the shape, and I think he's just going to act on instinct. And he's going to actually move out. So it's one.
So if you use your arrow keys, you can go one square at a time, just so if that helps with the light.
Right. Yes, so it's 1, 2. He's going to, like, as soon as he's open, he was probably already on the process of stepping out. I can move past this guy, I guess.
Yep. Yeah. He's just sprinting in. You know, he's a medium creature. You can absolutely. We'll count him as an ally. Like
I was, I think, opening the door and we were heading out. So he started stepping out. This guy's running up. Initially, all right, Jalug's like, oh, hang on, I'm going to check this guy. And as he stepped forward, just seeing these eyes, and then bang, he's like, great, I'm in. So I'm barreling. I'm just charging in, big swing straight at this guy.
Nice.
I think I'm going to do it with the. At least I do my first attack with the great weapon because he's just been feeling a bit. So this one's a big wind up. So
Yeah, sure.
ooh, okay. So that's only plus. So what is that? In the end, it's -5, so +4. So that'll be an 18.
18 will hit.
Ooh, okay, sweet. That's crap. Oh no, but I can re-roll it because it's two-handed. Hey, into another 2. Plus. Oh, and then I add another 10, so that's 18 points of damage.
Nice. Swing at this thing and
Is
it
this
definitely
thing
connects.
alive? Is it alive?
Can you determine that by your attack?
Because
Is this
I
like an
add
ability
extra
or?
damage. No, if I have extra, it does. The blade would do extra damage.
Oh, okay, sure.
If it
So
was undead.
you cut into this thing and you feel it blade to flesh. You're like, cool, this thing can be hit, and you swing through and cut it.
Yeah.
You don't see that your blade
So
reacts
it's
in any way. It's
yeah.
not
So
undead.
yeah.
No.
So yeah. It's not undead. Yeah. No. That's cool. It was just purely like that would have been his way of discovering it.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm going to take that big 18 and going to come back up for a second massive one.
Oh, nice.
That'll be a 13. I think that'll probably
13
miss.
does not hit. As you cut up with through this bear's arms, and then it just like swats your blade out of the way as it kind of notices you here and gives a roar.
Sorry. I meant to do with that big swat. I was also going to hit on the first one. Sorry, I was like, I missed the thing. Like a psionic strike, which is like adding just that extra power. Again, he was just sort of revved up, so that's another 7 points of force damage in that case. So that would be a total of like 25. And I think it means that he needs to make a strength save. Or it. I haven't determined the gender yet. I don't have that kind of a weapon.
That is a 26.
Yeah, like it's pretty unlikely to happen.
give you a little bit of insight there. As it does not budge.
It's a DC of 13. It's a pretty minimal action. So he just ran, like seeing it, was stepping out. This guy's run past and he's just, going to stop and then sees a big shape and just runs and just like this big, hefty swing and is now just facing off against this guy.
Nice. Puck. You see Jalug's light almost like shimmer into the fog. You can kind of see shadows around wherever Jalug's light is now. And you can obviously still see this person running towards you, but otherwise the mist kind of starts encapsulating around you.
I will probably call out to the people behind me, incoming, get ready. And then I'm going to bonus action, ignite the blade.
Yep. What's your distance on that?
40.
40, far out. We're just going to do the first one, which is 40. Boom!
Cool. And yeah, Puck's going to run through to there and take a swing with his... so it's a bonus action to do the thing. Yeah, so to run in and swing with the blade.
Nice. You run up next to Jalug, igniting the light around this thing.
That is a natural 19 for a...
That definitely hits.
Yeah, a total of, what does that make it? 27. Cool, and I will be doing a sneak attack.
Nice. I wonder if I can put in...
Does the fire damage matter at all? As in, like, do I need to separate that out for you?
No. No, you don't. Just do it all together. That
is a total of 27 points of damage then.
Ooh. Okay.
And then that's... Yeah, for this turn, that's all I can do. That's me.
27 like that. Just quickly, I might do this. Just to show that that wall is definitely there. Cool. 27 points of damage. Good hit. Definitely reacts to it and roars back in your face. As it comes to its turn, you see it getting attacked by these blades here. It kind of didn't expect to run into this, and it plants its feet down on the ground, and I think targets two creatures. It roars in between the two of you, and you see its eyes glow this deep green. And I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Can I check what this is against? I have advantage versus being frightened.
It's not frightened, no.
Okay.
It's worse.
Natural 20 for a 20.
Nice!
Was it
Anyone still
wisdom?
wearing their psychic
Yeah,
cloaks other than
wisdom
me?
save.
Wisdom save? Yeah, that's an 18.
18. Nice. As you both kind of see these eyes and avert your gaze as you feel your muscles start seizing up and pull away from it, it'll roar back and then come in for a bite attack, which will go for Jalou. That was the first one that hit him. So that is 21 to hit.
Hits.
Hits. And that'll be 18 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. Yep.
But it'll stay stationary against you two. Ghost. You hear this call out, and you suddenly are like, I can barely see the hands in front of my face. But you can see a kind of glow in the mist to the east. That's where you saw Molokov and Hera standing, and then you see this tiny glow to the north, where that shout from Puck came from. What would you like to do?
Incoming what? I'll do the thing I haven't done in a while. Run my nail up behind my ear and then pat the back of my own jacket, and I'll cast light
Ooh, nice.
on myself. So I am 20/20, which I guess in this situation is just 20.
Yep. 20/20 vision.
Now I can see the floor beneath my feet.
Yes.
I will...
Where you're standing on steps, you're like, oh, thank God.
I will use my movement, kind of knowing where the door is, just to go straight forward to the bottom of the steps. And unsling and start preparing the coil rifle that's just been on my back for a while.
Nice. Anything else you'd like to do? And do you need envy? Grab envy.
Oh, yeah, actually, DM. I don't need envy right now because the person who can actually summon her is Puck.
Oh, good.
So, not at the moment.
All right, cool. This Kalashtar turns around. You kind of feel that they're still running Jalug and Puck, and they just go, "Get inside! Get inside!" And we'll run 10, 20, 25, 30 inside. Leaves the door open for you, which is nice. And I guess will cast Mage Armor on himself. Utters some words, and then... Oh god, there's a cat behind you. You see like a blue sheen go around. Hera.
Cats are so talented.
Well, it's about to be their turn.
Yeah, I suppose I'm in the same boat as Ghost, like incoming what? We can't see like over here. We can only see in our circle and then see like circles of light.
Correct.
in the distance.
You know, like when you're driving in the fog and you can see that there's a car coming because
Yeah.
it's got that glow. That's as much as you can see. But you're in Molokov's light, so you can see Molokov clear as day.
Yeah.
It was almost like the light has actually dispersed the mist, created a bit of an orb.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna run. Ooh. Over to Molokov. And I'll sort of. What did he say? What did they go out the front? Did someone? Who's that coming back inside? Is that one of us? And I'm going to. Because I think I do want to just stay with Molokov.
Yeah, not that it's
Okay.
mechanical or anything, but the shape on the edge of this light by the door is neither a tall hobgoblin or a short rogue,
Yeah,
halfling rogue. Like you're like, that's a new figure.
yeah. I'm gonna hold my action to follow Molokov, but I'll let him get like 10 foot in front of me first. I'll even use my last 5 foot of movement to go on the corner of him, like that. And
Okay,
I'll sort of stand in behind him, trying to see through the fog. I guess like I can
holding an
see over
action
there.
dash.
Yeah, holding to action dash, but that the trigger is Molokov to be
Moving.
10 feet away from me, and then
Gotcha.
follow in his direction so that if something smacks, it smacks him, not me.
Fair enough. As long as it's not coming from behind you either. As you kind of like
Exactly.
notice that like your vision is quite impaired here, Molokov. You have Hera next to you now, and you see this slim figure running as well, like not just cruising in, and about to disappear out of the orb, but you don't know that.
Yeah. I think I'd like to at least know what's going on. In answer to all those questions is I don't fucking know. But let's have a look, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should connect the light.
Nice. As you move forward, the mists move out of the way of your light. It's almost like it's reacting to it. And then you see this slim form with the metal kind of crown, long flowing brown blonde hair, with a dagger dripping with blood, as it and sees it like almost not standoffish, but now it's seeing you, Ghost and Hera. It's like, but it has had its turn, and so I'm going to let you react first.
Sure. I think can I just get a line of sight on at least Puck potentially swinging at something over there?
Again, you won't be able to identify that it's Puck per se, but you can see that orb of light further up.
Right, gotcha. So I can't quite.
Oh, actually, to be fair,
Yeah.
if they're connecting, yeah, you would be able to tell that it's Puck, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you've got a straight line between you guys.
Yeah, I think I might just be able to get him, but maybe not the creature. Yeah, I think. But yeah, no, that would be blocked. Getting to him.
Yeah, that straight line's there.
Yeah, sweet. I just wanted to be able to take that as okay. Well, they've clearly
Engage something.
ignored this guy and gone for something else. Friend or foe?
Quite ironic. I'm going to say he looks to you and will use a reaction to cut his hand again and just show that it's just another cut. Make me a intelligence intelligence roll to see if it's still you can identify that it's a silvered weapon in this heated moment.
Yep, sure. 13 on the dice, which I think just makes it a 15. Just
Oh,
straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, that's enough. You see that he takes out the silvered dagger and cuts his hand, and you see the cuts on him.
Gotcha. Oh, I said kind of identify like this is a regular thing for him. I suppose I'll use my reaction to pull out my silver blade and take my real hand and
Toss it at him.
no, but I will do the same gesture.
Sure, take a point of damage.
Sure. Right, that's out of the way. I am going to. I don't really want to leave Hera behind, so
You moved as well, Hera? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
that's as far as I can go there. If I can't quite see the creature, can I?
Not quite, no. Oh, you can see the shape for sure.
I can see the shape.
Yep.
Let's hope the targeting system's working. Pull a cord and I'm going to send off some magic missiles at it.
Nice, I like it.
I was going to say earlier, if
As-
Gazlo was here, he would have just magic missiled every target in the area and seen which one said ow.
Yeah. So just be a normal one. Ooh. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 3. So just 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Can you give me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Intelligence saving throw. Oh, that's good. It's going to be at least 20. I'm just seeing if I'm proficient. I am, so it's a 23.
Nice. You see this hulking figure, and you can see the ignited blade of Puck and Jalug fighting this thing. It's almost a scene out of Star Wars. Because what's your green flame and your one's like sunlight, kind of. So it's that yellow and green. And your magic missiles go up into the mist, and you can see the dots like floating through as they pound down on this thing. But something interesting happens as it reacts, and it roars and swats at your magic missiles, flicking half of them back to you. But you made the save, so no damage incurred. It still takes full damage from that spell. It's 18, but it looks like it could identify magical energy coming towards it, and did not like it.
It can deal with spells.
All right, Jaluk. That sentence is irrelevant to you.
Yeah.
Spells. Jalug's like going, oh, I'll just drop my sword and like my flame blade, pull out the old, hardcore, like actual, solid weapon because that's better. I am going to have a couple of swings again.
Nice, go for it.
So, that's not too bad. So, first one is a 14.
14
With that minus?
It does hit, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sweet. And the second one, it's less. That's it's even less. That's only a 10 because of the minus 5. All right, so the 14 hits.
Yep.
Cool. Nice. 9 plus. That is 15 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to just chuck in another one of those in. Max on that. So another one of those psionic strikes. That's another 10 points of, I guess it's force damage.
Yeah, nice. Just start carving at this thing.
Yeah, and so you've got to make a saving throw again. DC 13. Natural one. Come on, natural one.
Is this strength?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm more doing it because it does extra damage than I do for any other reason.
no, it's a 17.
Yeah, I'm going to action surge and bonus action and have another go. That's definitely a hit. That's 22.
Nice.
For 3, so that's good. For
So
9
good
more
having a
points.
fighter. 9 points, yep.
So 9 more points and similar, so a 16.
To hit? Yes.
Yeah, 16 to hit, sorry.
Yep.
Is that a hit?
Yep.
And I can re-roll the 2 into a 10, so that's awesome. Another 16, so that's a total of another 25 points of radiant damage.
You absolutely just start carving this thing. Bits of flesh are flying off into all directions, and it doesn't seem to have any ability to stop a normal metal sword from hurting it.
Oh no, sorry. I didn't actually pull out that was the blade, normal blade. Yeah, I didn't pull out my big sword. I was just continuing with that, but
still doesn't count as a spell though.
No, I think the frustration of like all this political intrigue and going back to school and all of this stuff is just like Jalug is just like finally and just wailing on this thing. Oh, hang on. No, because I need to add 3. I need to add another 30 points of damage to that.
30?
Yeah. Because all 3 of those are with the Sorry. Yeah, I did it in the first round, but all 3 of those because of the great weapon.
Oh yes.
Master.
Yeah.
So add another 30 because that was three of them hit. So add another 30 points of damage to that.
I reckon Jalug hacks, and then is just like, you motherfucker, and just does a massive cut across his chest. And you just see this goo and just this unnatural innards like spill out. It is definitely hurt now.
Sweet. Yeah. It's just like Puck. I think he's vaguely aware that Puck's there.
Yeah.
But it's probably lucky Puck is short because the blade work is not particularly finessed anymore. It's just like big, just a big horizontal swing that probably just like passes over the top of Puck's head with one of these big ones because Julug's just like, I'm on.
Yeah.
Going.
Puck, you definitely get this sight of like, okay, like we could probably need to be aware of this at some point. But it is your turn, Puck.
Not the first time I've fought with Jalug, but probably haven't seen him quite so animated. Puck is going to... what's first? No, I'll swing with the sword first.
Yep, go for it.
Oh, natural 19 again, but not a 20. So that'll hit. And then with the sneak attack damage, that is... Oh, that's better. Sorry, I'm going to grab all of them before I can count them. That is...
How much total damage was that, Jalug, in one turn?
That's 33 for just now, this attack.
Yep.
And I will bonus action shoot with the hand crossbow.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to take sharpshooter on that attack.
Nice.
And that's
like 60 or something. I can't remember.
Massive.
Minus 9. That is an 18 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
And that is 19 points of damage.
Ooh, very good. Yeah, this thing is getting absolutely butchered out here.
That's all I can do, so that's my go.
Nice. Well, it's going to try this again. Eyes glow up and it roars out as you feel you guys' muscles tensing. Both can do me wisdom saves, please.
I'm going to re-roll my natural 1.
Oh.
Not as good. I only got a 10.
I got a 17.
17. Puck, again, you shake it off, but you look over at Jalug as he's doing these big swings, and it's like, oh man, he must be revving up for another big swing as he's kind of got his blade behind him, and you realize that he is stunned. So I think
And there's like no reactions and stuff, or
I believe so. The stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and speak only falteringly. Creature automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls have advantage.
I imagine that like doing it, and he just like locks eyes because it's like as an intimidation thing, and unfortunately because he's like really focused.
Yep.
Yep.
What it will do then is it will take a swipe at Puck. Oh, not bad. 19.
It hits.
That is going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
I will uncanny dodge to halve the damage.
Nice. These claws come out and like just catches the side of your shoulder or something. But then what it's going to do is it's going to roar out and barrel forwards 30 feet. So as it barrels forwards, it kind of almost catches its shoulders on half of these wooden doors right up behind this guy that you've just been talking to, Molokov. The three of you see this beast burst into the room, dripping with blood. Like it looks like it's been almost carved up. And that will end its turn there, Ghost.
Oh,
go on.
No, don't worry. Don't. It's all good. It's all good. Only one reaction.
Oh, that incoming. Yeah, let's just take a shot at it.
Yeah, cool.
Since we've last seen the coil rifle, there's one of my canisters acting as a like an arcane recycler that I've kind of attached to the back of it. I just got more intelligent, so this got more powerful.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not wearing any metal, I assume.
No.
Cool. So
these are just spikes and growths and boils and tentacles of an unnatural nature.
That is a great roll. Plus 8. 25 to hit.
That definitely hits. Almost twice over.
Wonderful. Almost twice over. Okay. How much damage do you do again?
Not quite.
That's right. I haven't used this in a while. 38 points of lightning.
God damn.
Damage. There's 2 10s, a 9, and a 1. Yeah. No, 2 10s, 9, 1, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just and you see it hit this thing, and the electricity surges through it. And it kind of almost falters to the ground and kind of like drags its face along the ground a little bit as it's mid-run. It looks almost down, basically.
Yeah, cool. We'll just use the extra attack then.
Nice.
Do one more charge. That might miss. 15?
15 hits.
One more point of damage.
1 point of damage? Well, let me tell you, Ghost. As you line up this thing and shoot it, it falls down and starts skidding along the ground, and this Kalashtar looks behind him as you kind of track it and just go, and one final thing, and it stops right at the feet of the Kalashtar, dead.
That's like the most anticlimactic. I love it.
I mean, look, after it suffered like 90 points of damage in a turn from you two, I was like, at least try and get it in there to swat at something, and yeah, that lightning gun was just too strong, as it kind of just slides to a halt. Cool.
Oh my
So
gosh, that's hilarious.
that brings us out of combat. Funny enough.
I couldn't see Ghost the entire combat. You have not been on my map at all.
I think what I can do now is just turn that off.
Hey.
Although technically the mists are still around. As you hear this, and then Jalug, it was only till its next turn. So after a while, you come out of that stun. And the Kalishtar kind of catches his breath and falls down back against the creature, eyes kind of like closing. You can now see Molotov that he's quite wounded.
Why would you catch yourself if you? I will run up to him and. Are you okay? Here, this might help you. I'll hand him a capsule and give him a cure wounds.
Nice. You see as you hand him the capsule, kind of grabs it and drinks it. Is it like a potion kind of?
I imagine it's sort of like a capsule that you put in your mouth and you crunch it and it like releases in.
You he puts it in his mouth and you see that around his neck is a amulet of some sort. And it looks like a red gem heart held by two hands, like that. And as he bites into the capsule, you see it glow a little bit. You see some of the wounds kind of close up a bit. You see, especially on his hand, like another just line appears where that that blade was. The scar is still there, but it's very faint. Kind of catches their breath and close the doors. Close the doors.
Puck has not come in. I'm actually going to have a little look outside, which is what we were intending to do at the start. I want to see what I can see from out here before we go in, just to see if anything else is coming, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or what can I see?
I'll stand, sort of watch, like in between. If Puck moves forward, I'll just stay there as like the.
Yeah. All right, we'll come to you in a second. But Malkov, you look up and you see that the door is kind of off its hinge now because of this thing smashing through it. And then you see Puck and Jalug outside kind of acknowledge you guys inside, but then kind of turn around and see that they're about to have a look around outside.
Yeah, gotcha.
I can give me a sec. And I'll wander to the door and use the cube of force just to put up a barrier that stops the mist from flooding in.
Yep, nice.
So this one, at the moment, just stops mists and gases.
Nice. And as you do, you see that it starts to settle down inside, and the dioramas and displays start to become a bit more clearer. As the Kalashtar kind of looks up at you, Molokov, and sees the mist dissipating and breathes a sigh of relief. The shoulders drop in tension a little bit.
I don't think we can close the doors, but we might have done you one better. Who are you?
Clears the throat, and you see the amulet kind of stops giving off that glow as all the wounds have now kind of cleared up a little bit. And now that you've got
Is it a periaptive wound closure? Because
sure is.
If it is, Hera's wearing one just like it.
Yeah,
or might be wearing one just like it.
Very similar. So you've definitely seen this kind of magic before. Looks up at you. My name is Tari. Tari, if anyone's going to write it down. But
oh, thank you. That's been very helpful for my notes.
You know when someone's like, "Oh, this is my name with a PH."
Yeah.
My name is Stephen with a PH.
Tari spelled
Stephen.
Stephen. Yeah.
Stephen.
My name is Tari. I'm not from around these. Yeah, yes, correct. See, like now recognize there's a lot of people in this room. It's like, oh my god, this is a little bit overwhelming. I have to thank you for almost saving me, I could say. You're not from around here,
Almost. No, we are not. We are visitors in this place, this horrible place. What are you doing here? What's...
Yeah, I think we're all visitors, especially here. Kind of straightens up their back and sits up a bit. Doesn't stand, but sits up a bit to kind of address you. I didn't quite catch your name. Sorry.
Oh, Molokov is my name, and this is Hera behind me. Ghost, who got that last shot in there, and you've met Puck and Jillo just outside. Puck's the slightly shorter one.
Gives a bit of a nod. I don't expect you all to conduct the ritual, but I trust that none of you are the changelings.
No, none of us are changelings. We can all do the knife thing if you really like, but
It gives a shake of the head and almost puts a hand up. You can tell that this person is not, timid or anything. Yes, they were wounded, but now they're kind of regaining their confidence in themselves. And they're kind of like, no, that's fine. It's a very reactionary thing. You got to understand. We were not expecting them to be in such force here. Excuse me. Like I said, my name is Tari. I came with two of my companions, Zatara and Sovaris. Sovavis. Sovovis. We got split up. Came up into the glass plateau to explore and search for treasures. We were not expecting this city to be under such control. I'm not sure where they've gone. I have incline of thought of where they might have ended up. Some of the places of note here. We really came up to search and find some treasures and sell them to the outside world. What are you
So
doing?
you're a group of bounty hunters that regular the glass plateau, by the sounds of it?
No one's put a bounty out for these treasures. Merely just curious Kalashtar looking for a bit of adventure.
well,
See, we grew up here in the mists. Not far too south of the glass plateau. See you later.
you grew up here in this place.
Yes. Hard to imagine, I know.
And do you regularly come to making itself?
White Hearth is where he says he'll be from. No. It takes an adventurer of many talents to climb that sheer wall. You didn't have to climb it? He looks a little bit confused.
So does Molokov. No, I am. We actually, funnily enough, have only seen this room.
He looks. This is now when he actually starts taking a notice of the surroundings, and he's like, "Oh, I guess I did make it." And he'll say, "Where is it?" So you found yourselves coming in through Sybaris Spire. Sybaris, being the dragon of the sky and everything above.
Not Severus Snape, but
No.
Severus.
Sybaris with a B. Spire.
As in BS.
Yep.
ERB.
Yeah, Sybaris. Jalu, you would know this as well, that there are the 3 dragons of Eberron. There's the Sky, Sybaris, Eberron, the Earth material, and then Kyber, the Underdark, underworld kind of thing. And it said that the 3 dragons are in constant turmoil and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So that's
Sybaris
not how I
Spire.
spelled it.
Sybaris Spire. So you came via means of another place. How far from?
This plane, if that's what you're asking.
You see him relax a little bit.
No, we well, a lot of us from our point of view come from all over. I myself and Hedda here, we come from Zendrik. The rest of us all over Khorvaire, but most recently we came from God, I can't even remember the name of that city we were in.
Close enough to Shan.
Rote.
That's the one.
Roach.
We were in Rote, and we had to leave in some haste, and here was where we wanted to go. There were many ways to do it. We spent a lot of time trying to figure it out, but we had a way to get there quickly, and turns out quickly gets us to this room. So,
Oh, interesting. It's definitely one of the places we were interested in. You cocks an eyebrow. You didn't find anything of value, did you?
define value. I think much in this room could be valuable, but most of it appears, I would say, part of the room and quite unmovable.
Yeah, you see it. Rolls his eyes a little bit. Well, I've told you why I'm here. Why are you here?
Well, the first time I came to the Mournlands, it was for a much similar quest that you were on, but I'm afraid our situation now is a bit more dire. We looks like we're here before the danger, or the immediate danger. I realized there was sort of like look at the bear.
Yeah.
In a broader term than our friend here, something not good is coming to release something even worse from beneath us, I think. We're trying to stop that.
Looks at you a little bit quizzically, and that might explain the movement of the changelings. They've overrun the city. Well, I say overrun. They've made themselves a bit more present to already the horrors that exist here in the Mournlands, especially up here on the plateau. I believe they're being led by a changeling by the name of Mass. From what we can tell before we got split up, they're preparing for something. They're getting ready. Hard to tell by trying to stick to the shadows. When we got split up,
sorry.
Go on. No, go.
All I was going to say is I'm pretty sure I trust them at this point,
Yep.
like, as a character, but I just want to try and get a beat on, because treasure hunter and like right here, right now,
Yep,
I'm a little
yep.
bit like,
You can give me an insight check.
I'd like to see if he's probably telling somewhat of the truth, but I'm trying to figure out if he's saying the whole truth.
Yep.
It's a 14. You'd think I know my things by now. Inside is only +1, so 15.
15. Face value. If that's just you're looking at him, a bit hard to read because they're almost featureless and notable at the same time.
Mm.
Kind of reminds you a little bit of the changelings. You know, when you see a changeling in its true form, it is that plain look. But yeah, just almost gets the sense of someone that's a bit out of their depth, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, you kind of get a little bit of a
Yeah.
hint of that, but the confidence is still there. And goes, you know, that kind of makes sense. They're planning something or getting ready for something. Mass seems to be their leader. Many tribes out here in the Mournlands, people, you know, follow the strongest and such. They mentioned a couple of other locations, which I believe that's where my companions, Zatara and Sovavis, might have ended up. They were
What do you
talking
mean?
about... Oh, go on.
No, what do you mean mentioned locations?
Locations in the city of note. They mentioned the geothermal station. I believe it was used to power the city once upon a time. The Cyber Spire here. Skyreach. It's an old air docking station. And the Creation Forge, which your ears prick up at, Molokov. A place where things of unnatural, or I'm trying to figure out a word to say metal, you know, like where
Metallurgic.
yeah, the unanimated come to life. Okay, and creation forges are where warforged are created. It's where the metal is forged together and then life is sparked into them. I don't know how they would all relate to each other, but if there's any place the other two would be, it would be there.
I suppose. Suppose those would be the places we need to check out as well.
You kind of think on that for a second as we kind of move outside to Puck and Jalug. Now that the mists have kind of cleared just around you, they still sit all through the city. It is definitely going to be something that affects travel between buildings. It's definitely going to be something that affects your line of sights and your perception. But Puck and Jalug, you may have been on the outskirts of the mists before. You know, Puck, I know that you've been in, but only like a day's travel, 2 days travel kind of thing, not this far deep in the center of it. And also, this city is rumored to have been the cause of the Mournlands. As you kind of look out, you see that you are kind of almost on a bit of a hill, or at least a rise in the city. So you do kind of get this little bit of an overview. And as you look out, there is a deep blue glow about this place. And it's not from any emanating light, but it's almost that there is just no sunlight here. It seems like it's the middle of the night and the moon reflects off the mists in all kinds of different ways. It almost seems ghostly. The silence continues outside here. Even though you just had this fight, you kind of catch your breath and you realize that none of the city is making noise. None of the buildings have lights on. None of the buildings have smoke coming out of them. And that almost gives you a sense of aloneness. That you two might be the only ones standing out here that are alive. a thought that I imagine astronauts feel in the space station. And Jalug, you look out as well, and you look past the city walls, and you see a field of glass. I'm going to put in 2 images to the chat that are just reference photos. You see beyond the city walls this multicolored kind of different shapes, different spikes, different flat surfaces of just glass, it looks like. And then off into the distance, it stops. And you realize that this plateau is sitting above, protruded out from what would be normal Earth. And because you have now ventured outside, you get a quick top-down view of the city of Making.
So,
Where are we in
Roughly,
relation
where
to
are
all this?
we?
Say again?
Where are we?
So that's when you try and orientate yourself. And I need both of you to make me survival rolls, please.
13.
Mine's much worse than that. Survival.
Oh, really?
26.
So that's what's interesting. Is you look and you get a beat on the city, and then a gust of mist comes past, and you refocus on the wall, Jalug, and hold on. The wall's over. And you have enough intelligence between the two of you to know that navigating the city is going to either take some skill, take some luck, or something more. And I'm not going to let you know where you are on this map.
No.
But we
It's
are somewhere on the
disorientating,
map, right?
Puck. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But basically, like you will need to go down to the streets to then travel.
Yeah.
It's part of this place. But Puck, you get the sense that you're like, okay, this is navigatable, but we're going to have to do something about it.
So is the city misty as well?
Yeah, it's in and out of the streets, up and around the buildings.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't get this view of top down.
No.
But this is just giving you a sense of how the city spreads out. And then beyond that, in these dark places, you get that dark blue, black glass terrain.
Cool.
Okay. And that
So yeah,
vivid
you're kind
scar
of just
down the
standing
middle.
outside the...
Is there,
again,
do we see that as well or not?
Yeah, you see that this city is broken. This city is... Some of the buildings look like ruins, but the more you focus on it, it then looks like the building is real again. And yeah, the cut down the middle is like a tear that is showing that the city is broken and a wasteland almost. And as you focus, obviously the mists kick back in, and you refocus back in to the observatory. But you guys are just standing outside the door, so I want to know what are you going to say to each other, or are you moving around the building? What's the vibe here?
Something very disorientating about all this.
I've heard. I mean, I've never been in here, but some of my former associates have at times ventured in just to the edges, maybe if you went a bit deeper. You know, I've heard about the glass plateaus and all the weird stuff there, but yeah, it's big. At least it's flat. Sean was, you know, I think it's flat. I can't. I looked and then it was gone, but
Hmm.
yeah, so quiet. Let's
Even you guys talking to each other, it doesn't echo.
Yeah, it's
It's
probably like
it's
a subconscious, like talking in quiet voices sort of thing, just because it feels wrong.
yeah.
Hmm. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is even stranger than that. All right,
I
let's.
mean, we've got the crown. We're here. Like, are we meant to take it somewhere to destroy it, or
Honestly, don't know. I think the
are we just
main plan here
hiding
is
it
to.
here?
Well, no, I think the plan while we're here is to sabotage whatever is being set up and attempted.
I mean, it's a big city. And could take us a while to find anyone down there, but I guess if anyone's moving, then we should be able to find them because no one else is moving. But I don't know, like everything seems like the sound just doesn't carry, and
Definitely for you, Jalug, as well. It's alarm bells is the wrong word, but it sets off the thing of like you need to be aware here because exactly what you just said. If no one's making noise, that means that they could approach you as well.
Hmm.
And the soldier in you is like, okay, we're at a disadvantage here.
I guess we should get back in, regroup, and where we are, like
Yep.
on that. I know that orientation of where we are, but that's like a path that's going down, like
Correct.
sort of zigzagging down. So this is like the way because I mean we weren't in that conversation with Tari, but he said something about like climbing a sheer cliff. It's not that there's a sheer cliff drop down. There's a path that goes down.
No, this path goes down, and only like you're on a mound, not even a hill.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Kind of thing in the city because you're just high enough to get an overview of what I just showed you, but you're not like on this mountain that looks down upon the city. Excuse me. The sheer drop, which again you weren't part of the conversation, would be what you saw way further out from the city, where the glass just ends and then drops down. So this plateau is almost out from the ground. It's not, well, you don't know if it's floating or not, but that's the sheer climb that he's done.
Yeah. We're in. So I guess we're. What was the name of that? In terms of Auckland, like we're on top of one of the hills that's
Yes.
sort of near the Sky Tower or whatever, like Albert Park or something. I don't know, whatever. So like we're a little bit higher, but we can.
So here's the map here. So the glass plateau is this blue.
Yeah, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's what's
All right,
risen out of the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but as far as the city goes, so we can see it's like it's not. We're not going to have to break out the pitons and climb down. We can just walk down the thing. Yeah.
Not to the
Cool.
city. That's a walk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Awesome.
Let's go back in. There was another door down the other end we might be able to have a look at, but let's
I think
say
that
hi
was
to
a
our
window.
There's a window.
windows or doors.
That's true. Especially to a rogue.
Yeah. It's an open
It's got
invitation.
handles and hinges, mate. It's got handles and hinges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come back in and you see this conversation happening as Tari says to Molokov, Creation Forge, Geothermal Station, Skyreach, Cyberspire.
I guess coming through, I'll see about at the very least just kind of is it possible to close the doors? I know that like that thing smashing through is kind of like knocked them a bit off the hinges, but I might try and.
Give me a strength check.
16.
16.
If it's just plus
You
my
kinda,
strength,
like,
16.
Lever it up and kind of like get it to close in an angle that you're like, if someone was to come through, they'd have to force their way through to it.
Yeah, cool.
All right, you enter back in and see the rest of the party.
It's strange out there. Hard to get your bearings.
It's strange in here too. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Should we sorry, who are you?
My name is Tari. I've had the pleasure
Julie.
of meeting Molokov, Ghost, Hera, and you must be Puck then.
Yes.
Apologies for the full-on introduction. You can never be too careful out here.
Yes.
Are
I
there more
suppose.
of those things out there?
You see, he looks at you and he goes, "You have no idea."
Lucky for
Lots.
you, we showed up then.
Yes, I owe you my thanks.
Just
Maybe-
looking at the bear thing, is it a bit like you said? It's like mutate's got tentacles and stuff. Like, does it look
Yeah.
like they're? I know it's not natural, but like, does it look like they've been, grafted on, or is there like, is there a? Yeah, like, does this look like a bear that has? Because I presume I've seen,
Give me a
even giant
nature
bears.
check.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fair follow up to that. When we've seen
15.
changelings die before they revert back to their original form, is this
Yep.
also happening with this bear?
Yeah, so Jalug, you look over this thing and you see that these mutations have occurred naturally, if that's even possible.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Um,
That's yeah. It's not a.
This thing has grown
mad
and
scientist.
changed due to the nature of what's outside. And on top of that, Ghost, you kind of take a look as well, along with Jalug pointing out something, or yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to change back into anything. It's not a person that's changed into this bear, but it looks like that in the Mournlands, there might be things that have evolved to be a bit more monstrous than they originally were. Again,
We don't
setting that idea that these mists outside, you've closed the doors and you put the cube back in. First, they took away your vision. Now you're realizing, okay, Puck, you realize, it might disorientate you. But now it's like, okay, maybe also we don't want to spend so much time out there that we're just like, yeah, let's hang out in the Mournlands.
Mm.
I'm gonna go have a look at the window.
Sure. You head down and again, yes, you could open it and exit this side of the observatory, which would take you down into the city again. You see that this was a viewpoint, a place to orientate yourself a little bit, and being up here definitely will help with that. You get the sense that you could navigate your way back here if you take in enough detail now.
Yeah, I'll probably try and do that, but I also want to go have a look at those maps that were there. Is there a map of the city at all? Even
There's
like
not.
broad details.
No, there doesn't appear to be. These
Okay,
maps
in that case,
are more world size.
Yeah. In that case, I will use some paper and try and jot down any of the quick details I'm able to see while I go outside. Not expect this is very much eventually it'll turn into a mud map. It won't ever be a great map. But yeah, try and work out. Okay. Well, there's that tall building there that's got the blue roof, and there's that one there. Okay, just sort of start putting a few things together.
Yeah, I think that. Give me a survival roll.
Oh, that's much better. Okay, that's a 17.
17. Nice. So by taking down these details now, I'm going to say that you can choose to... Taking down the details now, you now have one advantage on a survival roll in the future.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So you can put it down as an item as basic map or something. And you can choose when to use it. It doesn't have to be your first one. But you've started taking down some detail, and we can build this map up.
Mm-hmm. Great. Cool. I'll come back to the room and just sort of say, where to now?
Forgive my suspicious ass, but Tari, you know a hell of a lot about what's going on in this city for someone who claims to be someone who's not from here and or doing things otherwise. What led you to acquire such information? You and your friends?
Well, yes. We had heard
Just
of the
while I do
city
this, I'll
and...
cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh, sure.
So it's just surface level at the moment, no save required.
Yeah. He goes, we have obviously heard of Making. It was a city before the war, when we were growing up, and there have been archives of maps of the city beforehand. We researched them and took notes, and we had just thought that because of all the stuff going on, there might be some treasure or some nice things to sell. Then he looks at you. You know you can just ask. And you don't detect any thoughts.
Well, that was going to be my follow-up question.
You see he gets a little bit... your insight, Molokov, he gets a little bit defensive of that.
Look, I would have offered you the same to me,
Well,
but it's just a little
offering
suspicious
after
you know so
taking...
much about.
Offering after taking is generally not the best mannered approach. He then relaxes again. Don't know a lot about the city. I know a lot of what we looked up before we arrived here, and I know what we encountered running through the streets. I'm as lost as you are. We want to find something of value and get out, but I don't have my friends anymore, and I'm not willing to leave them behind.
Can you take us to where they are?
He looks outside and looks back and goes, I can try. As in, and no insight roll required. He's probably a good navigator, but he's probably got here as well and gone, holy shit, this is not what we were expecting.
Why?
I've walked into the level 8 area when I'm still
Correct.
level.
Yeah.
Why did you split up?
We didn't intend to. We were ambushed by a hulking creature, not this one. More metallic. Broad shoulders. We were attacked and ran in different directions, and we just could not find each other. After that, he explains, this thing, it moved with such precise movement, and I don't know whether my eyes were deceiving me, but it appeared to be covered in bodies.
Gross.
That sounds gruesome.
Didn't want to stick around and find out.
Here is just like, oh.
Yeah. A slightly different reaction to the rest, but that's all right.
We need to be careful out there if you're planning on walking the streets. It's not for the
Well.
faint-hearted. And it's not like he's insulting you, but he's like...
Yeah. We will definitely need to keep our guard up. Is there any sense in hanging around here anymore, or should we try and find something else going on out there? We have days to... not a lot of time to make use of our advantage being here early.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't mind, he starts looking around the room. I don't want to walk out of here empty-handed.
I'm not sure that you should be leaving the rescue of your friends to us if you care for them. Puck's getting suspicious. He definitely understands that, a bit like, oh, I want to take some stuff. But he's like, you were just saying you were concerned about your friends. We're saying, let's go try and find them and do stuff. And now you're being weird about that?
Oh, no, he's not being weird about it. He's just
I think he's being weird about it.
Oh, okay. It's not... It doesn't come across as he doesn't want to go. He just wants... He's worked
Yeah, I'm
hard to
gathering
get.
that
He wants to get some treasure, and then he can go get his friends. Like you can tell, there's a little bit of selfishness in it as well, for sure. As he looks around the room, it's like, if we want to get ready to get our things, I'm happy to navigate you through the strategy. It depends. Where do you think we should start? It kind of is. You can give me an insight check, Puck.
Inside 16.
Okay, yeah, this Kalishtar is not an experienced adventurer like you guys. He thinks he knows things and will be definitely confident in them, but they may not be the right way to do things. In gaming terms, it'll be an aid, not a leader.
Yeah, okay. Well,
We
we're ready. I think we should head for a landmark, maybe at one of the tall buildings. I'll show like the little quick sketch I've done kind of thing. It is genuinely not good. Puck is not particularly artistic, but it's like,
You mentioned. She mentioned you mentioned a Skyreach, a Skyport.
Gives a nod. Yes, Skyreach, the old airship port that was here.
That may be, well, for one, a nice high place, but for two, this is probably where Kelly will come in, no?
That's a
Well,
great
at
point.
least try and park up. If they're trying to, if they're here preparing, it might be nice to undo some of those preparations.
I think that's the plan. Let's try and head there then. Did one of the tall buildings I saw Reese like look like it might have been a
Resemble it? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool. I think it might be this
So
one.
yeah, as you come into the conversation, it's that thing of there are 2 companions somewhere in the city and 3 locations.
Yeah.
So there's Skyreach, there's the geothermal station, the power source of the city, and the Creation Forge, and the observatory.
Yep. Well, might as well start with the skyship. We don't have anything we could leave as a bit of a...
I was just thinking how we could probably try and leave a trap of some sort.
Yeah. Maybe let's think of that while we travel there. I'm happy to take the lead. I don't have the best survival, by the way. That's more just like Puck is observant and is able to look out for traps or incoming enemies more so than he's the best navigator that we have. Like he's fine at it. He's not bad at it, but it's not his strongest thing.
Yeah, I'm not got great survival either.
I think I'm alright survival wise. Yeah, average.
Yeah, I'm like the way that a 10 is an average. I am better than average at navigating, but I'm not amazing at it. But if no one else wants to do it, I'm happy to do it. I mostly want to be at the front, to spot trouble coming.
DM, while this part of the conversation is going on, can I just meander my way to the back of the room?
Yeah. Before you do that, Dale, were you going to say something now?
Yeah.
I was just like in that sort of conversation with Terry.
Yep.
Sorry.
We just sort of mentioned like we arrived here. We've only been in this room. There's not exactly anything to take as such. Like on the whole, him wanting to stand and try and get some treasure sort of imply that we if he comes with us and helps and we help him, there's going to be more treasure along the way, sort of thing.
Okay, I was going to ask you to choose between deception and persuasion because there definitely is something to take in this room.
Yes, there is.
But
I guess
and I'll still give you the choice. But you're now also saying if you come with us, we can help you. You can help us, kind of thing. So your choice on that one. And Ghost, you start heading to the back of the room.
Yeah.
I
want to be
subtle.
That's a 2.
Okay. He they notice Ghost going to the back of the room. Ghost, what are you doing down there?
Just trying to be subtle. Of course, I can't be. I don't have a bag either.
Touch it.
I was going to. Oh. Yeah, go on.
Ignore me.
Yeah, I was gonna swipe these shards because as far as
Yep.
I remembered, they were safe to interact with. Well, safe-ish.
Yeah. So I would say that on your
so I'll-
detecting and stuff, you need to attune to one of them
I will.
or both of them.
As I don't know if it's a sleight of hand roll or a stealth roll, but I'll attempt to swipe both and hide them, and then this glowing ball head on the wall just look
Yep.
removable.
It's quite large. Like
Yep,
we're talking
that's
like
okay.
a moose head display piece, in like an
Yep.
old manor kind of thing. So it's quite large. You pocket both of the do a sleight of hand roll. You pocket both of the dragon shard orbs.
That's pretty good.
And I'm going to go against their perception.
That is that's an 18, but what I might do is add 5 to that with my flash of genius, because I really don't want this guy seeing these shards, because I think they're
Okay.
I like them a lot.
Of
So
course.
that's a 23.
Kerry, you notice that Tari is watching Ghost at the back of the room as you're saying, like, look, there's nothing here, but you come with us, then that's fine. You help us, we'll help you. And then you kind of like back step onto one of the bodies and kind of like crack its shoulder. And Tari looks down at you, and as they do, you pocket the gems, Ghost. And then Tari looks back at Ghost and goes, "Oh, well, that's a shame." And you can tell that he is genuinely disappointed that there was nothing of value here. Again, and to you, Puck, as well, like, doesn't like go, "Oh, that's a shame, I'll try and rob you." It's kind of like, damn, like, we've put in all this work and there's nothing here. And genuinely starts getting ready to go out with you guys.
There were lots of books
I will
down
attempt
the
to
end,
pull
right?
Yes,
the
there
giant's
was.
head off the wall and be like, I mean, if you want it, I don't know how valuable it is.
Looks and like sees the weight of it, like, maybe we come back.
I'll go down with I'll go down to Ghost and, like, look about, because is it made of ruby or something, or it's just like a...
No, it has a red glow to the eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Otherwise, it's just metal.
Yeah. Do you, he's jumping up trying to pull it. Like, do you want it off? I'll pull it off for you. That's to Ghost. Like, so Julie will pull down the thing if he wants it.
Nah, it's alright. Yeah. Too big to carry. Well, that's weird.
So these are all bookcases?
They are.
Oh, there's a shit ton of books here. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait.
Go to Luke first.
What? Like, yeah, are we? Is there anyone that, like, catches my eye? It's got like a nice gilded edge or something,
Give me a investigation check if you're wanting to spend some time looking at them. Puck,
I don't know,
imagine
like,
as well, like, you've got your bag on your shoulder. And
Yeah, I was like, guys, let's go.
oh.
He's literally standing at the door, leaning on it, looking at his imaginary wristwatch and tapping his foot. Like, what are we waiting for? We're literally on the clock.
To see if there's anything. That's a 21. 19
Ooh.
plus 2.
A lot of them are old
I'm rolling
tomes.
good.
old tomes that you have no interest in looking through.
Oh no, I have no idea what they are anyway.
You know, it's advanced mathematics of Tenzin and something like that and all that. There is one though that does catch your eye, and it catches your eye because you swear that you've seen Kira with a similar sort of book. You read the spine, and it says "The Book of Hassan, Volume 5." And as you read the spine, you notice that the book it's leather bound. Oh, hold on. No, it's skin bound.
Oh, sick. The Necronomicon.
And I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, did we come across this in the other campaign, or was it early this one? I can't even remember.
This is plus,
Certainly
plus
this one.
zero, plus 0 on the save. So, what's that? Ooh, 16.
Uh, 16 total?
Yes. It's just a straight roll.
I'm right there, but I don't think I know. I can't interrupt this happening.
No, you just see Jalug like doing that library browse when you
Yeah.
kind of tilt your head. Jalug, can you roll me a D100, please?
Practically speaking, I can save face for people that are within, like, I can add something to it, but I don't think I'm even aware of what's going on. So 27.
T7. Okay, so let me just copy this to you. Actually, no, we're going to do it this way. You notice this ghost that Jalug is starting to just mumble under his breath. And it's up to you, Jalug, of what it might be, but you find yourself for 30 seconds to a minute mumbling uncontrollably, rambling, conspiracizing, theorizing, and definitely coming from Jalug, like, Ghost, you haven't heard this before. So what do we hear? What's hidden away? It's a light form of madness, looking upon this book. What's hidden away in the back of his mind that might not have come out in normal conversation that you just kind of, again, 30 seconds, just kind of ramble on a little bit, real under your breath.
Yeah, I can't believe that we're in here. Like, this guy was an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's left his friends, obviously not strong. And these guys, they need my help, but I'm just going to, no, I'm up here. This is a magic place. Like, maybe this is my spot. I should, I smashed that thing. I could take down these guys. This is fine. Oh, no, I actually need their help. Like, what's going on? Hang on, but...
and then it kind of trails out from there, Ghost, and you notice this.
Jesus, you all right?
You snap it. Yeah, you don't even realize, Jalug.
What? Did you see any books you want, or?
I'm not much of a reader. That's Mohaira's department.
And I'll look back over my shoulder and see Puck's kind of like, yep, just sort of not back at that book, but sort of just at the bookshelves, and yeah.
My question is, are you gonna pocket it for Hera?
I think the same point that because I imagine Hera. Okay, I don't know if Puck's like tapping his foot impatiently.
Why? You see something interesting? Grab it if you think it looks good.
I'm gonna roll a d6.
Sure.
Four, like high, I'll take it. Low, I won't. Got a 3. I will just reach out and then just go. Be like, because the other books, all the books that I looked around in with the soldiers that are dead, were all just like, as you said, sort of burnt and everything. I was like,
Scribbles and
yeah. I figured that everyone's walked around the rooms a few times. Books are not my thing. I thought I'd be smart and grab check out the books to take them. Oh, maybe there's like a magic tome, and I'll give that for people. And they were all of those ones were disintegrating and broken. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just going.
nice. You guys join the rest of the party,
Yeah.
and yeah, so you're all kind of standing at the door now. Is anyone wanting to do anything else before you head down into the streets? With, I believe the intention is to head to Skyreach first. All right, Tari says, and he kind of readjusts the amulet and his belt, and you see that he's got a couple of vials of potions on him, and his 2 silver daggers. I guess we stick close. Watch out and be prepared for anything down there. And he gestures parked for you and him to move forward for the group.
Yep.
I'll take a big breath, reset myself coming out, and I'm going to use my second wind to regain some hit points.
Nice.
10, 18.
Nice. As,
Question.
Go on, Puck. Yeah.
Jono, does that affect me?
Oh, yes.
I don't think so, because I think that it is a...
When you're subject to something that gives you health, but I can't remember the exact wording.
Subjected to a spell or magical effect, and I don't think that this is a magical effect.
That's not magic.
I think this
is not.
second wind. Second wind is just a fighter thing, so
Yeah,
that's
all
just
good.
me trying to shrug it off, steel myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like, I'm barely hurt. Like it's not that I need it, and I'm not signaling that to anyone. It's more just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, and as you all step out, the other 3 of you get a sight of this city of making that looms ahead, and that is where we'll end it for today.